Ohio approved and licensed for disposal, at Ron Evans Enterprises, they specialize in sewage system installation and repair. Ron Evans has a full line of flex pipe, culverts, concrete, and plastic septic tanks, sewer fittings, waterline rolls for the Home American water heaters, along with toilets, standard and ADA. It's all at Ron Evans Enterprise, LLC. Give them a call today at 1-800-537-9528 or 740-286-5930.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
Total Media is doing an Easter prize pack giveaway, and all you have to do to enter is find our post on Facebook or any of our Total Media platforms and follow the instructions. Once you're entered, you can win a $50 Stockroom 601 gift card, 2 movie tickets to Tri-City Theater, a 3-month online subscription to the Telegram, 2 Total Media t-shirts from Zip Printing Signs and Marketing, 2 Total Media Radio keychains, and an Easter basket filled with some candy-filled Easter eggs. It's free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and the contest is open to first-time new subscribers. The winner of the prize pack will be announced on Easter Sunday. Good luck!
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is awesome because we have the JHS Musical guys here to talk about SpongeBob. Hi.
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 Welcome. So some of the cast has actually been kind enough to come in and spend some time this morning with us and talk about the fact that you guys are all doing SpongeBob. Is it this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. And if you haven't seen the set, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. I got to see it in real life. It was really, really cool. And I don't care what pictures you see, it's not going to do it justice. So, but would you tell everybody who you are?
Yeah, I'm Camden Robinson. I'm a senior at Jackson High School, and I play SpongeBob SquarePants.
I'm Maddie Farr. I'm a freshman at Jackson, and I play Sandy Cheeks.
I'm Trestle Murray. I'm a sophomore, and I play Patrick Starr.
Okay. No, I think I've heard of SpongeBob, and I think I've heard of Patrick. Wait, what is Patrick? Is he blue?
No, he's pink.
Pink.
He's a sea star.
He's like a starfish.
He's a starfish.
Yeah. Yes.
And you are Sandy Cheeks
I'm a squirrel.
that lives in the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
You've
doesn't
never
make
heard of that?
sense. No. I was so confused by this whole SpongeBob thing. Okay, so I was telling them off the air, and this is how old I am, that I have never, that I know of, ever watched SpongeBob. So you guys are going to have to help this old girl out a little bit. So
Okay.
tell us a little bit. So I know SpongeBob SquarePants lives, is it in a pineapple under the
Absolutely.
ocean?
Yes.
Because I wear lots of pineapple stuff because I love pineapples. And so, like, I've decided that I just say those are my SpongeBob shirts.
Fair enough.
Because, you know,
Fair enough.
I do know that part. So, but he lives with a squirrel?
Well, they all live in the same town together.
Yeah.
I live in a tree dome.
I live under a rock.
Wait, you live in a tree under the ocean?
Yeah, so it's like this big dome, and there's a tree in there.
There's
and-
air inside of it.
and
Yeah.
So that I
There's
can
no
breathe.
water inside of it.
Yeah.
How did you get down there?
That's a great point.
I'm a scientist, so I don't know. I figured it out somehow.
Maybe she like vacuumed all the water out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions, right? No, this is so cool. And so how many times have you guys been in like musicals or plays or whatever?
This
Oh
is,
man.
This is my 9th show.
I was gonna say you've
Drama
been
Club.
doing quite a
Mhm.
bit, yeah.
Matilda, Brothers Grimm, Seussical, Puffs. And now this. This is my 6th production.
6 production.
This is my 3rd production.
Okay. And so you guys, this one is actually a musical though, so you get to sing in it, which is even more terrifying to me. Like the thought that you have to not only act but sing. Is it freaking you out a little bit, or
No, not really.
no? All
It's
good.
a little bit scary.
Sometimes it can be.
Yeah. When you're acting, you just have to say your lines. When you're singing, you have to think about what your voice is gonna do when you mess it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Right.
That's true. But also, it's like we've been working on this for months now.
Yeah.
And like we know what we're doing. And if someone has something bad to say about it, then why care?
I love that attitude. Would you follow me around and remind me of that all the time?
Just come back and watch this. And
Okay.
you'll hear that.
Okay, I'll just keep that playing in my head. Okay, so tell us about, because I have never really watched SpongeBob, so give us like a synopsis of SpongeBob itself, and then tell us a little bit about what this musical, what the.
Are you asking like about our characters?
it's
Or oh,
No, tell me about SpongeBob in general, and then.
my mistake.
It's about a sponge that lives under the sea with his best friends Patrick, the sea star, Sandy the squirrel, and he works at the Krusty Krab, which is like a restaurant, like a burger grill run by Mr. Krabs, and Squidward also works there, which is SpongeBob's neighbor, and they're all just living in this big town together and going on their adventures.
And SpongeBob, because he's a sponge, that's where the square pants come in, because he's actually square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so. Oh, there he is! Oh my God, it's so funny.
And Gary the snail.
And Gary, yes. Can't forget
Yeah.
about Gary.
Is he giving him like the rabbit
bunny
ears
ears.
Yeah. Indeed.
and like giggling about it?
Yeah.
Why does he not have any teeth?
Who?
SpongeBob.
He
Has
does.
2 buck teeth.
That's just how it's drawn. That's like
I can't. Okay, so they go on adventures. Like, what do they do? Like in the cartoon?
the only episode I can think about right now is like SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward get stranded, and then they follow like a magic conch. It's like Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
You ever seen Lord of the Flies?
No.
Or you ever read it?
No.
Okay, well, it's about like these kids getting lost on an island and like going insane. So it's like the 3 of them go insane, and they have to like follow like a magic conch because they think it's so holy and great. That's like literally the only episode I can think of right now.
They
There's
do
so many.
much. I mean,
There's just-
everything is
yeah.
every episode's crazy different. They go above land sometimes. They time travel.
Yeah.
They go everywhere.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, tell us about like each of your characters. Like, what do you guys do? Well, I know obviously SpongeBob, but
Yeah.
what's his thing?
He's very optimistic. He wants to see the bright side in everything. So no matter
Okay.
how down people will be around him, he'll find the best of it all and make them happy.
That's good.
Sandy really loves science and martial arts. She loves karate, and she loves to like do sciencey things.
Really? And
Yeah.
then she lives in a tree dome
Treat him under the sea. Yep.
under the sea. So does she ever get to leave the dome?
Yeah, she wears like this big like bubble around her head so she can breathe.
Stop.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's like a little astronaut
Like a
costume.
big
Yeah, it's-
space
yeah.
suit.
She wears a spacesuit.
Oh my God, so cute. So do you actually get to do that in the musical?
I wear a spacesuit. I don't wear a big like giant thing around my head, but I do wear a spacesuit.
Okay, very cool.
Patrick's just kind of lazy. He just kind of lays under his rock all day and watches TV and eats and then hangs out with his buddy SpongeBob. I don't really know what else he does. I mean,
They play
like,
video games and stuff.
I guess
Probably.
so.
They
I don't
watch
know.
Mermaid
Probably.
Man and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's their
Their
favorite,
favorite
show.
TV show.
Okay, awesome. Do you actually get to be a starfish? Like in your costume?
Kind.
I guess so. I'm
Kind
not
of.
sure.
Do you have like a starfish costume?
I mean, like
in the musical.
the costume within itself. I don't want to spoil it
Okay.
because
You have to
You just
come
have
watch
you have
it.
to
Go-
come
go-
see
yeah,
it.
you
Yeah.
have
have
to
to watch it.
He could tell you, but he'd have to kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, very good. So, all right. So, tell us the point of this musical. So, obviously, it's like a,
Yeah, I have a synopsis here.
okay.
So this says, When the citizens of Bikini Bottom discover that a volcano will soon erupt and destroy their humble home, SpongeBob and his friends must come together to save the fate of their undersea world. With lives hanging in the balance and all hope lost, a most unexpected hero rises up. The power of optimism really can save the world.
Oh, that's so cute. So how long have you guys been working on this?
Ever since we came back to school in January.
I was gonna say, I'll
We
bet.
got our scripts actually on Christmas break.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we
December.
are expected to learn our parts over Christmas break,
We
which,
can come back and get solid rehearsals. in.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's a lot.
how it should be.
It is.
It is, yeah, because you just like literally, it's like, oh my God, figure all this out in just a very short period
Yeah.
of time. So, who built the set? Because it is so cute.
I mean, I'd kind of say like a lot of all of us did
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
Oh, so you
We
guys all
all
kind of
put a lot
pitched
of
in and
work in.
helped?
we have like a crew that does most of it, but then like we have like set building days where we jump in and then all of us come in and help.
Yeah.
So it's like we bring like people to help, and it's just a group thing.
Yeah.
So
This had to be a really fun one to do though, because you're like,
It is,
yeah. It's
there's
been a
like
lot of
pool
fun.
noodles and all kind of
Yeah.
like colors everywhere,
Cut
and
up pool noodles in all different ways.
Yeah.
And ways to hot glue them back together.
who knew pool noodles when they were invented would be such a useful thing. Yeah, I was actually at a restaurant in Columbus over the summer, and they had just built this outdoor patio, and they had put design flaw. They'd put porch swings underneath like an overhang. And the next time we went back, they had put pool noodles all up because evidently everyone was standing up and smashing their heads. So I'm like, oh my God, used for pool noodles, number 7 million,
Yeah.
other than being in the pool. Okay, cool. So how many kids are involved in this production?
Oh yeah,
a
there's
lot
a
of
lot
kids.
of kids. I'd probably there.
Yeah,
that's,
there's a
Holy
picture of the-
Yeah,
that's
moly.
just the
That's-
cast. That doesn't even include our
the
crew.
crew or pit.
There's a
yeah.
few
Or
crew
our
people in
pit.
there. Actually, there's
I don't
only
know.
one. Lacey's in there.
Yeah, Lacey's in the far right.
But that's like just our cast.
But
pretty
yeah, and the
much.
Wow.
We're a really big.
Yeah.
I'd say probably around 60 people.
Yeah.
for all cast, crew, and pit. Yeah.
Mhm.
That is crazy. So tell us how you get to see this musical. How do you get tickets? Where is it? All the times, all that stuff.
Okay. Well, tickets are available at the door,
Mhm.
or
Or
JHS website. They do cost a little bit more, but if you want a reserved seat, go pay online
Yeah.
because
Online ticketing on the JHS website.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so you just go to what, Jackson City Schools?
Mhm. And
What
then
is
you'll-
it? Dot.
jcs.k12.oh.us.
Yeah, that one. Go
I
there.
remember that,
And then
Just Google Jackson City Schools,
Mhm.
Ohio, because if not, it may take you to Michigan or something.
and then you click online ticketing, and I think they're $10 online. You get a reserved
Well,
seat.
that's a deal.
Yeah.
How much are they at the
and they're
door?
$8 at the door.
$8
Okay.
at the door.
But you might not get a seat.
But
Or,
yeah.
you know,
You
it's
might not get a
assigned
You'll get a
seats.
You won't
seat,
get as,
but-
you might not get as good of
Okay.
a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's worth it too.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then do you guys have like refreshments and stuff like that? Or
Yeah, we do, but they're all throughout the first act because I think that's what
Right.
Kathy
It's-
said. It's just
yeah,
like
it's
throughout
our
the first
we have a
act.
little concession stand that runs up through the first act and through intermission.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair
Like
enough.
popcorn and stuff, right?
I think it has like candy and
Popcorn,
stuff.
candies,
Yeah.
and drinks
Okay.
and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And should I talk about the goodie bags?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We
will
should
actually
talk about all the
There
stuff.
will be
So,
little
like,
interactive
yeah.
goodie bags for $5 that will have a pirate flag to wave around for songs and
Yeah,
a ribbon
like
to,
Mhm.
like
and
little
bubbles.
ribbons
And bubbles, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all cool.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Lots of
love
bubbles in
bubbles.
the show.
Really?
There is lots of bubbles
Mhm.
in the show.
Very cool. So who got to pick SpongeBob? Whose idea was that?
Our directors.
Our directors, yeah.
Who is?
Kathy Lord,
Lord,
yes.
Courtney McManus,
Sean Murray helps.
Sean Murray,
Mhm.
Kaylee, what's her last name?
Garvey. Kaylee
Okay.
Garvey.
Kaylee
They
Garvey,
all chip in
and Ashlyn Denny.
Ashley
Mhm.
Denny.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they all bounce ideas off of each other, and then they settled on SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just told what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You don't get an input, huh?
Yeah.
So did you guys get the You're so weird.
I was wondering how long it would take you to notice that I had it upside down.
So did you guys when you auditioned, did you have particular roles in mind that you wanted to play?
The role that
or-
I wanted is the role that I got.
Okay.
We were given like a monologue and a song that we were wanting to prepare. So the monologue and song that we prepared, we went in, and then you literally could have tried for any other part. Like some people tried out for Plankton, but then they got like another role.
Okay.
So
So the way it
Yeah.
works, our directors, we don't necessarily pick a character and go in for it. We're just given a couple songs. There's like 2 options for guys and 2 options for girls or higher voices, and then you pick which one you want to sing.
Okay.
You learn their monologue, and then you just do it. And then the directors put you where they feel you
Yeah.
best suit the role.
So did you want to be SpongeBob?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I either wanted to be Sandy or Pearl, and I got Sandy.
Well, there you go. Awesome. Okay, so you all have actually graciously agreed to sing a song from the musical, which I think is so very cool that they're going to actually do that this morning. This is why I gave them all water,
Yeah.
even though somebody's drinking it upside down. But that's okay. So, what are tell us? Oh, okay. Tell us what you guys are going to be singing, and when they can hear that part of the.
So the song is called "Hero Is My Middle Name."
Yeah, and it's in the first act, and this
Okay.
is when Patrick and SpongeBob are trying to convince Sandy to join their team to save the town.
We have
But
to
I do not want to. They had to convince me really hard, but I did not want to.
Okay. All
So-
right.
You must,
Yeah, go for it. They have music and everything. I mean, they came so prepared. Love this.
Should we back off?
yeah, I'm gonna back up a
Yeah,
little
I'm
bit
gonna
'cause we're loud.
Okay.
So come on, hero is our middle name. Fixin' trouble is our game. I'm up and I won't back down. And we're gonna save this town. I am Sandy, hear me roar. Won't be playing sweet no more. Courage is my claim to fame. When hero is my middle name. And hero is our middle name. Hero is our middle name. Hero is our middle name.
So cute. Oh, you guys are so good. I love it.
Thank
You
you.
guys are so cute. I cannot imagine how adorable this entire show is going to be.
And that's only a short snippet of that.
Yeah,
song,
that's
so
like
there's
just
a
only
whole
That
other
song
part
goes.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you have
that-
to come watch it.
That
Yeah,
song-
That's the
everybody.
part where they convinced me to actually join their team. Yeah.
Aha. Okay. All right. So everybody, please come out to the Jackson High School Musical, which strangely enough is at the middle school. So don't get
The old high
confused
school.
about that.
better
The
school.
old high school.
Yes.
But it is in the auditorium that we all know and love dearly because it is just the best venue to have anything like that. And so if you want to, the show times are
Friday and Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 3.
all right. So you have perfect opportunity this weekend
Yeah.
to go out, see SpongeBob. And listen, it's going to be kind of cold outside. You don't have anything else to do. Go in there. There's like bright colors and it's cheery and it's warm inside. So let them warm your heart.
And it's a really funny show. So
It is funny.
Yeah.
Is it really
It's a
funny?
good laugh for sure.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So
And
it's a heart wrenching show too. There's a lot to it.
There is, yeah. There's some
Aw.
It's
parts that are
surprisingly
like,
deep for a SpongeBob.
Yeah, it
musical.
is.
There's a lot to it.
that's so funny. Well, you guys, I can't thank you enough for stopping by this morning. It's so good, and I know you're going to kill it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we'll let you get back to school. I know you're super excited about that.
we don't, we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
we don't
school
have school
today.
today.
Wait,
The
what?
elections.
the election's
Right,
today.
because the election is at the school.
We don't even have school today.
So you had to
Came
get.
early for this.
Well, bless your little hearts. You had to get up early on your day off to
It's
come
okay.
here.
I already woke up at 6.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Oh, and yeah, by the way, get out and vote today.
Yeah.
Yes, go vote.
Your voice needs to be heard.
Yes, it does. By golly. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Well, we do have another guest here in the studio, so let's do that weather, Hayden, while we are switching out everybody. And thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Speaking of the weather, Hayden, you want to take these microphones and chairs and stuff? So today, this weather is just kind of all over the place. Today, there is some sunshine in the forecast. It is election day. Don't forget. And we do want to remind you to get out and vote. But highs only of about 52 degrees today. Here, you want to take this one too? Here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That works. Okay. Then tomorrow, lows dipping down to 38 or so. Then tomorrow looks like highs around 55, a little bit warmer. And then Thursday, a little bit cooler. Friday, a little bit warmer. I don't know. 40s, 50s. So much for spring. We were so spoiled, Carmen.
Oh, my God. I tell you what. I was going to break out the shorts yesterday. And I thought,
No.
The weather, I thought, not ain't going to happen.
No.
And, man, today, I looked at the weather today, and it's still cold out. But at least the sun's out today.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, yesterday would have been so pretty had the wind not been so.
The wind
my
was
goodness.
terrible. It looked like a typical winter day yesterday. Snowing, dreary. It was so cold I wanted to work on the internet yesterday because it was kind of cloudy, and cloudy days are a great day to go outside and take pictures of cars.
Yep.
But it was way
It's
too
cold.
cold. I'll tell you what,
Agreed.
It was way too cold.
Oh, no, I agree with you 100%. And it's just when you get those few days, though, like we did over the weekend, where it's like 75 and you're like, cool, awesome, it's here. And then it just strips it from you.
Terrible. And, we had our first grass cutting over the weekend. I didn't cut it. My neighbor cut it for me.
Oh.
But, you know how it is. Once you start,
You can't stop.
you can't stop. It's like
Agreed.
it just goes so fast. But at least we're around the corner.
Well, that's what Jamie said, because I'm going to be out of town tomorrow afternoon. He's like, I'll try to mow the grass. And then he's like, I don't think I'm going to be mowing the grass tomorrow.
I don't think so either.
I said, well, the good news is it's not really growing right now.
No, it's,
It's like dreary and 50
you
outside.
can overlook it a little bit.
Yeah,
You can overlook it a little bit.
That's right.
Next week is probably when you'll have to start tanking it, starting to.
I mean, I don't know. It's like such a blessing and a curse because you're glad to have to cut the grass because it means like spring's here.
That's
but
better.
having to cut the grass is like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's like every other week, or actually in the spring, you almost got to cut about every week.
Yeah.
I think last year,
crazy.
if you remember how the grass was last year, you cut about every 2 weeks last year. It wasn't where, when late July or in August where everything was dry generally. It wasn't that way.
Yep.
Everything stayed green.
Yep.
Crazy. But
Depends on our rain, I guess.
I love it. I'll gripe about the hot and whatever better than freezing.
I know, exactly.
Fall's beautiful, spring's beautiful. Summer you can't beat it. 9 degrees are a little tough on you, but
It's better than
that's why
9 degrees.
That's why they make air conditioning and go back in the house and cover up under a blanket and watch TV.
You've got it. Absolutely.
Oh goodness! It must be the color of black today. I noticed all the kids were
Oh,
wearing
God,
black.
I didn't
They were
even
wearing
notice.
black. I walked in and said, "It must be the color of black today."
It's because we're all in mourning because the warm weather went away over the
Yeah,
weekend.
and I like to compliment the kids. Boy,
Aren't they so good?
My God, that was really impressive. I'll tell you what, unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town this weekend. I would love probably go to the school parade. It's been a while, and believe it or not, when I was in high school, I did participate in a play in my senior year. And
You did?
Yeah,
I can see that.
I can't remember what I did. I wasn't any of the major players or anything like that. But
Were you a tree?
yeah, I was something. I don't know what I was.
I
can't
stood there and
remember,
was a tree.
But it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. But I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's like even like Maddie at in the 9th grade getting up and singing in front of. No way.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah,
The kids
it is.
Really sang really well, and
They're great.
That's gonna be a very good play.
It's so cute. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah,
I know
think
it is.
if I was in town, I would definitely go to that. I think that's where can you get good entertainment like that? You know what I mean?
Right, for $8 or $10. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially.
And you're supporting the local kids too. That's the main
Exactly.
thing.
Yep.
That's the main
Lots
thing.
of productions going on right now. So wherever you're listening, I'm sure your school has their stuff going on.
Yep.
So what the heck is going on? You haven't been here for a little while, and
it's kind of funny. I've been busy, but I haven't been busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just been things going on, buying cars and getting ready for the spring market and traveling and doing this and doing that. And it's funny, I saw you last night for dinner and all that. And I had a dream last night about this show. It's crazy. I had a dream, and this is the stupidest part of it. I came in and my hair was down to my shoulders, and you said, "What's going on with that?" Then I woke up.
well, that's pretty much what I would say if your hair was down to your shoulder.
I don't know why I dreamt that last night, because I guess I got my hair cut here not too long ago. Then we saw dinner. I saw you at dinner last night, and I don't know. It was kind of funny.
Isn't that funny? No, that would have been the Carmen when I first met you.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
Well, I just got my hair all whacked off here. I had my winter haircut, and my wife was giving me, "You got to get your hair cut. Got to get your hair cut. You look awful." When you get older, you want to look awful.
I don't care.
The 60s look.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard to get away from it. But no, it's just been a lot of things going on, and looking forward to the spring. We've been pretty busy at the car lot getting stuff ready to go and trying, cars are still somewhat hard to find, and been buying some really nice trucks, and we're selling a lot of trucks and SUVs. Cars have been a little sluggish.
Really?
Yeah, everybody likes SUVs and trucks. That's what everybody.
Is it seasonal, or is it that's just the way that people are going?
Just the way the market's going.
Okay.
And we're still selling cars, and the $5,000 car. There's hardly any $5,000 cars out there. There's some. We got some like $79.95 cars and $10,000 cars, which are all still good. Interest rates they're high a little bit, but they're not that bad.
Okay. I was going to ask you if there's any relief.
That's not exactly where we want to be at. I'd always like them being lower for and the good thing, cars are starting to come down now because of the new cars are, building a lot more new cars.
Okay.
So the selection should be a lot better, hopefully. Prices should be a lot better, which that's the good thing.
So what's the trend in cars right now? And I know you're not a new car dealer, but I was just wondering, are people leasing now? Are they buying? What have you heard out there?
I haven't.
Because I know you meet up with new car dealers up at auctions and things like that.
I haven't heard much on that, but I've talked to a few people. I talked to actually a doctor the other day, and him and his wife are going to buy at least a new car. And I said, realistically, that's probably the best way to go, because, the cars now are brand new cars are $50,000 to $100,000.
Oh gosh, yes.
They're ridiculous.
I mean, we're talking about the price of houses.
Yeah. Well,
cheap houses.
Yeah,
but
cheap
still.
houses. Yeah, but still $100,000 for a truck, or some of the SUVs like the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the big one.
That Wagoneer, the Grand Wagoneer.
That's $100,000.
Well over $100,000. Yeah.
$100,000, and I've seen some other stuff out there, $100,000. I look at that and I went, wow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
People gripe about my poor complaining prices. I always say, you want to get woke up, you need to go look at new cars, then you'll come back and see me.
So I was talking with a new car salesman the other day, and we were just I was just asking him, tell me about what's going on in your world and whatever. And I said, why on earth? I mean, you used to be able to go buy a good new car for $25,000, $20,000, even, whatever. And, I said, why now? How are we getting to $100,000 and stuff for cars? And he said, technology.
That is the number one thing I was going to say.
And I said, I was like, my car is a 2014 and I still don't know how to use some of this stuff on it.
Well,
I can't even imagine what it is now. And why do we need all that?
Well,
what do we need it for? Don't you just need to turn on the radio and turn on the air and the heat? And isn't that it? What all technology do you need your car to do?
It's all safety technology.
Is that what it is?
It's all safety technology. Now when you buy a lot of cars now, you got. I remember when the Ford Explorers were rolling, they had the rollovers.
Yes, yeah, I've forgotten about that, but yeah.
Put the tire things in. Then you got backup cameras. You got to have backup cameras.
I
in
do
every
think
car.
backup sensors and backup cameras should be standard. That just seems
They're actually
like a normal thing that should
they're
happen.
actually kind of handy if you know if you're traveling going down the road and next thing you know a sensor pops up, you think am I having a flat tire? Well, you can pull over and find out real quick.
Yeah.
Or you can watch your tire monitor on the screen, which is
and it'll tell you if it's low or.
And the backup, it's just a really good safety project, as far as looking for kids or dogs or whatever.
Right.
But also
Bikes.
Bikes and also the beepers,
Yeah.
So that and airbags, I mean, there's just so much stuff anymore.
So when I say technology, or when this gentleman was saying technology, or you are, it's not necessarily like toys on the radio or whatever. It's stuff for safety too.
Well, everything's like the radio now, all Bluetooth.
Yeah.
You think about it. I remember a few years back when I bought a lot of rental cars and they started coming with no CD players. I said, "What's up with that?" And I said, "Well,
how are you supposed to play music then?"
how are you supposed to play? Now everything's going Bluetooth. Well, actually, that's what everybody does today. Is Bluetooth. If they want to listen to some certain music, they use their radio. So they got that, and it's technology. It's all technology, and like pulling up to a stop sign, your car stops. It starts back up. Which
that drives me crazy.
It drives everybody crazy.
I think that's about the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, it's just a gas mileage mode to help save gas mileage.
The problem is, can you even turn those off?
Yeah, you can. There is a button on your car.
Oh, okay.
You can disengage those temporarily for that when you're driving it, and then when you turn it back on, or turn it off, it'll start again.
Okay.
So it's a good and bad. It's like anything. It's annoying
it's different.
It's just annoying when it finally come up and you think, what's going on? But after then it'll kick back on. So
well, it's like I have some friends that have cars like that, and they're like, "Oh, we don't even notice it anymore." And I'm like, it drives me crazy to ride in a car like that. Like
some of them are really bad. Some of them are just it's weird how they do it.
Yeah.
And some of them you really hardly do notice it. But you get a car now. Everybody wants power windows, power door locks, tilt cruise, and all the bells and toys and whistles. And
don't you think? What if we invented a company? We should start a car company that is like, it's just called Basic.
The Basic. Well,
it's like a car with 4 doors
and no windows, no locks.
It like just the radio you push a button and it turns on like our cars used to be. We should do that. I'll bet you'd sell a bazillion of them.
Oh, you never know. I had a guy come in the other day and he wanted a truck. And, of course, all the trucks got all the fancy stuff on. Now, you still find a few trucks out there, rubber floor mats, not a lot of stuff on them, but still people want power windows and power door locks.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find a working truck with just a rubber floor mat on it.
Just basic.
Yeah, it's just a basic.
See?
Yeah, it's hard
Our
to
Basic
find.
company. We should start it.
The Basic company. But, the other thing, wheels and tires. Everybody wants the big wheels and tires. That's also jacks up the price on cars.
Not to mention the fact that the tires all cost $7 bazillion now.
A set of tires is not cheap, And I tell people when they come in, some people say, I got to have 4-wheel drive. If you really need it, if you live on a hill, you're, working as a nurse or a school teacher and you got to get to school or whatever, then I understand you got to have all-wheel drive. But a lot of people say, if it's bad, I don't go out anyway. But there's some people think they got to have 4-wheel drive.
Well, heck, if you have a good front-wheel drive car, they go just about as good.
Just as good, as long as you got good tires. They will go.
I'm going to tell you.
They will go. I mean, they really will. It's really shocking how good a front-wheel drive car will go. Or SUVs now, or crossovers now.
Yeah.
A lot of them are going to, never used to buy a, what they call a crossover or an SUV without front-wheel drive or with all-wheel drive. Now I'm buying them just with front-wheel drive.
Do you think people are going to like the SUVs and the crossovers just because they feel a little bit safer in them, or rather than a 4-door car?
I think a lot of people like the SUVs because they're easier to get in and out of.
They sit up a little bit higher.
I talk to a lot of women. They like them where they sit up, getting in and out of them. Now, some of them don't like them because if they're high to step into,
Yeah.
You know, and there are some up there you get into. It's like you need a ladder. I was kind of laughing about an F-250 truck here about 3 weeks ago. I'm not as limber as I used to be. And
not as spry as I once was.
Grabbing the steering wheel, and trying to get my big butt up in the cabin of that thing. And I told my drivers when they went to pick it up, I said, you might want to take Dana with you instead of, because the little lady's a driver, not very tall. I said, you might have a heck of a time getting in.
She's got to like dive up into it.
Oh my God, it's the big F-250, huge truck, big wheels and tires. Comical.
So funny. Yeah, no, I could see that. So I have a friend that bought one of the she's just a little itty bitty thing, and she bought one of those big Ford Broncos.
Oh my.
And I'm like out there looking at it one day. I'm like, I want to see it. Like, it's so pretty, you know.
They're really
those
nice.
Ford Broncos are
Really
so
nice.
cool. And I'm like, how in the heck do you all 4 foot of you get up in there? And she was like, look, and when you open the door, like like a step comes down.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, shut
Really?
up. Speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
speaking of technology.
But you pay for that.
And I'm like, shut up. That's like a thing.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Well,
you
know,
open the door and a step comes down so she can get up in it. And then
that's like some of the big pickup trucks. The Lariats have the step things come out. The step, they come out of the side so you can step onto them. And, everything's getting power this, power that.
I guess it's just more
Heated
stuff to
seats.
People
People love, women love heated
Hey,
seats.
listen, that's game changing for me.
See,
I cannot go away from the butt warmer.
that's a thing, man. Women, the kids ask about radios, the women ask about butt warmers, and the guys just say whatever.
Yes. I'm telling you, my first car that had a butt warmer, I was like, never going back. It's not happening.
I hate to say it. Now the steering wheels we got. And,
my
and the other thing, they don't butt warmers, but AC in your seats.
Butt warmers and butt coolers.
Yeah, butt coolers and steering coolers. Amazing. Well, you get one of those cars when it's 90 degrees out.
Oh, yeah, because typically...
Self-starters, that's the other thing, but another technology, self-starters. A lot of people like that self-starter.
Yep.
Where you go out and...
I always forget about that.
I do too. My wife asked me this morning to go out and start her car this morning. I don't know why. I could have pushed the self-starter, but I still walked out and did old technology.
It's because we're old.
Yeah, we're
old school, that's why.
Yeah, old school. All you do is push the lock and push the self-start, and it pops up and goes.
I crack up at Jamie because he can't, he drives what is the truck he drives? It's a 1999 or something. Dodge. It's a Ram.
Dodge
yeah,
Ram?
It's a Dodge Ram.
We need to talk.
I know. I'm telling you, you're going to get that pickup truck out of his dead clenched fingers.
He is just old school. He just likes that old truck.
Yes. I mean, you have to turn the headlights on. That's how old this thing is. So anyway, so he gets in my car and he's like, I don't know how to work any of this stuff. And I'm like, it's not that hard, but
some of it is. It is some. It's kind of weird.
Hey, Hayden, we disappeared. We're disappearing up there.
We're zapped. We're gone.
Where did we go?
There we are. We're back.
Okay, now we're back.
Must be the TV.
I think the computer just timed out because I haven't done anything on it in a minute.
Okay. All right. Technology. There you go. So what are you seeing? Like, what are some of the cool cars that you have on the lot right now?
Well, I got, as far as pickups, I got some really nice trucks. I got 4 Fords. I got an F-250 crew cab. It's got the lift gate on the back. We just got in. It's got 51,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
It's really nice crew cab, 8-foot bed.
Yikes, that's
really
awesome.
It's a
you don't
truck.
find that very often.
Yeah, that was a kind of a different type of truck. You just don't run into those very much. F-250 4-wheel drive, crew cab.
Wow.
I mean, it's
probably not going to fit in your standard garage, by the way.
No, and it's got the lift gate, and you talk about getting stuff back in the pickup.
That's awesome.
It's really awesome. So if you're a company, you need something to haul stuff, and you have people you haul around construction or whatever.
Yeah.
This is perfect for that. So I have that. I got a really nice 2012 Lariat. It's a cream-colored crew cab, leather interior, sunroof. 93,000 miles on this bad boy.
Nice.
Really super nice truck. Another Ford I got, extended cab, 13 4x2, two-wheel drive.
Okay.
So not everybody wants the four-wheel drive.
Right.
So that's really a nice truck, and I just traded for a Ford pickup. It's got 160,000 miles on it. It's got a little rust on it. Needs a little detail and stuff like that, but you're probably talking, believe it or not, around $10,000.
Oh,
So it's
so you
pretty
should try to
loose.
sell that to
So,
Jamie. Maybe
yeah.
he'd, trade one rust bucket for
But,
another.
Yeah, there you go.
If it don't have rust on it, I don't want it.
And I got a couple really nice Ford Transits out there. I got a 15-passenger Ford Transit.
I saw that. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's really nice
Yeah.
van. Brand new tires all the way around. We just put on it. Very clean. Good miles on it. Like 68,000 or somewhere in that ballpark area. Usually it's fine. Those Transits, usually find them mostly over 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
And I got a really nice cargo van. Pretty black. It just looked perfect for you. And it's got super nice. We've had this thing for a while, and I don't understand why,
Because you can't find cargo
they're
vans.
hard to find with low miles, under 100,000 miles, and this thing is super nice. So if you're looking for a good cargo van, and it's high top, it's got the shelves in the back end of it, or if you don't want the shelves will come out.
Yep.
Vans, I got other vans. I got a couple of really nice, I call them, they're GSA vans, Dodge Grand Caravans.
Okay.
About 60,000 miles, white, gray cloth interior, if I remember right. Low miles. You find a Dodge Caravan, low miles, 7-passenger.
Right.
And it doesn't have a lot of, you're talking about, it's got tilt and cruise and power windows, power door locks. Really nice, two really nice vans. And we got a couple Pacificas out there.
Okay.
That's the next step up from the Dodge Caravan.
Yeah.
And I got two of those out there. One's got like leather and all the goodies.
All
and
the
other one-
toys.
all the bells, toys, and whistles. And we got one that's just a 7-passenger. Now, this is really a hard one to find, bench seats in the back end. So
Why have we gone away from bench seats, by the way?
I don't know.
Why is everything
this van-
captain seats?
Everything is captain chairs. And I get a lot of parents say, I'd rather have the bench seats than captain. So I do have a regular Pacifica out there. It's got bench seats, 7-passenger, very nice maroon. And about every one of these vehicles are on our internet site, carmenjuicecars.com.
Awesome.
There's a couple of them, like a couple of Fords aren't on there.
You have a great website.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so easy to navigate. There's a million pictures of every vehicle.
Got everything. Got also everything. We got Carfaxes with everything. So if you want to know the history, you don't have to worry about a note from the former owner. That's
Right.
an old Carfax joke, but bad. But yeah, that's a nice thing. Sometimes I used to thought Carfax was a pain in the ass, but actually it's kind of really nice because you can. If a lot of places I buy vehicles off, like I buy a lot of cars from dealer buyers up in Columbus at the auction. And it's amazing how many cars I get from them that have a lot of history to those cars. Oil changes.
So they're talking about not like necessarily even accidents, like where it had been repaired, but like services and stuff. Like all of that's on there.
Even if a car has a little ding, I'm not worried about buying a car that's had a little, somebody's maybe bumped a fender, because technology and everything to fix all these cars are good. I don't buy cars that have their airbags been deployed or been salvaged, titled,
Sure,
anything like that. But the good thing about the Carfax is it tells you the history of the vehicle. If it's had one owner, or how many owners, or a lot of times if it's they go to a place and have the oil changed, warranties. It's really pretty handy anymore. And of course, like I always say, Carfaxes are great, but once you look at the car, you can tell if the car's been well maintained and kept care of. You can tell by the interiors of the car.
Sure.
They're going to get their nicks, scratches, dings, and dents. That's just a car. How many times you've been to Walmart or a restaurant and somebody opens the door and bangs your door?
Oh, yeah.
That's just, and you can't help that stuff.
You're almost better off to just go ahead and put a dent in your car when you buy it, and then you don't feel so bad.
I get, of course, some customers. I had one customer the other day who was picking a car. Well, it's got a dent here and a dent there. And I looked him in the eye and I said, it's real serious. You're lucky. We throw that in at no extra charge to you. No extra charge.
We will not
Those
charge you
all-
for that.
Those all come at no standard.
That's
you don't have to
just
go out and earn
character.
it. Yeah, that's just the character of the car. That's why they're used vehicles. I mean, I don't care if you take a brand new car. They're gonna get them. It just happens.
Yeah.
You know, just it is what it is. But we got a really great selection of cars, and our internet site has everything. And also, if you want to, as far as fill out a credit application, we've had people come in from out of town, fill out a credit application.
That's
before
handy.
They got there, got everything okay. They were looking at a certain vehicle. We've done this several times, and get everything okay. They come, they look the car over, and it meets all their needs and their wants, and signed up, and you're going. And we deal with all the local banks like OVB, great bank here in town, Benton County Bank, and of course Benton County Bank, and Atomic Credit Union. So we got a lot of local. And if you got shady credit, everybody has a bump on the road every now and then.
Oh yeah.
Lose a job or whatever, or a divorce, and as long as you got some money put down, we do have some good alternative financing, which is a place that we can send you. And if you got a credit score around 500 or whatever, we can. And you got to come in with money. You can't come in with the wing and a prayer.
Right.
You got to come in with some money. You talk about money, at least $1,000 or $2,000 somewhere that the banks will look at you.
Sure.
So,
But the good news is then that can help you rebuild your credit.
Exactly.
And then you can
move on to bigger and better.
And you
things.
can, yeah.
As I tell them, somebody will say, "Well, that's 25%." Yeah, it is. It's a big gamble for them because you've got some credit issues or had some. All you do is pay it out for the year or two, and once you get everything reestablished, you will qualify for the cheaper.
Yeah, and then you just look at it as
Moving
earning your way back to good credit.
Yeah. And the other thing is insurance. A lot of people don't realize this. When you go buy cars, you have to have decent credit scores to get good insurance. A lot of people used to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, used to the old days. Hey, I want to buy that car, and then you go check out the insurance, and if your credit score sucks really bad, then you're probably not going to be able to afford the insurance. There's a lot involved anymore on buying a vehicle anymore. It's kind of crazy.
It is.
It really is. It's not like the old days. You used to go buy in, slap down. Cars were $5,000, $10,000. $10,000. I remember my dad said one time, "These cars get $10,000, they'll never buy them." Hell, they bought them more like they were going out of style. Now they're over 20 and 30 and 40 and 50,000, and
yep.
It's crazy.
It is.
Really
It's wild. So what are some of your favorite cars that are like out on the market right now? Maybe not even necessarily that you have one on your lot, but stuff that you've seen that you think are cool.
I love the new Corvettes. I think
they are pretty cool.
They are. I bumped my head and I bought one about a year ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, bought me a play toy. I've been in the business for 50 years, and I said, I want one. I tried to buy one used, and that's when the market was out of control. They were paying $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and $50,000 over it. And I said, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I am not going to do that stupid stuff. And finally, Mark Porter up there, I talked to Mark, and we're friends, and I asked him if I ordered a new car for you. And he said, "Yeah, I'll fix you up." And he sold me one at sticker. But
wow.
That was fair enough. And
yeah.
I had to wait about, actually, lucky, I only had to wait about 8-9 months.
Wow.
So I've had it out. I put about 3,000, a little over 3,000 miles on it, but it is a beautiful car.
Yeah.
I call it the Batmobile.
Yeah, they kind of look like Ferraris or something.
Oh
the
my
new
God,
Corvettes. They're so
they
pretty.
They are the best for the money they're a $100,000 car. About 75 to 100, just depending. You can go over more with the Zeo, the more fancier sports one.
Yeah.
But then you're getting about 125 to 150,000. But I tell you, for the money, they are one heck of a nice car.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are. But I love those things. I haven't really had a lot of cars that knocked me over here lately, if you know what I mean.
Well, I feel like, and this sounds really bad, and this is nothing against car dealers or car manufacturers or whatever, because I know that safety is of the utmost importance now. But we're being safe at the expense of style. You know, even when I was like 16 years old, I mean, you would drive down the road and you know exactly what every car was. They were all
Yeah.
different looking.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, there's a Volkswagen Beetle. Oh, there's a, Camaro. Oh, there's a whatever. And now there's a BMW. There's a whatever. Well, now they all just look just alike.
You're right. To a lot of there's SUVs.
They just look a lot alike. And I'm
know-
sure it's because of safety.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, the manufacturers went to SUVs and crossover because that's what everybody wants today.
Sure.
And they are just basically a 4-door box is all
Yeah.
they are. They don't really have a lot of pretty designs to them, to most of them. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some that are, but most of them they're just a box. They're 4 doors. Some have really pretty grills, but they don't have a lot of lines like the Corvette. It's got a lot
Right.
of
It's got a lot of pretty lines.
and
Well, it's
cars
like-
are different though,
Yeah. You take, like, for example, I have a Durango and it's 14 or something like that. And this is nothing against whatever, but it's kind of good for me because you look at the brand new Durangos, they look exactly like the Durango that I have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit of difference
Yeah,
there,
well,
but
you take the Jeep Grand Cherokee,
Mm-hmm.
the $100,000 one. It's a beautiful vehicle, but it's a big box. I mean, it looks like a van. That's what it looks like.
yeah, it's just interesting that they all.
But I think you're right. I think the market on the SUVs are really the styling now is inside the leather
It's-
interior.
Yeah, and the outside goes second to safety.
Yeah, I think everything's tweaked inside to give it the comfort and if you look at all the interiors now in the cars, they're all tweaked. For like air conditioning, seats, and heated seats.
It's just what little extras that they can compete with on the inside of the vehicle, not
Right.
necessarily on the
If
outside.
you think about it, you spend more of your time inside than you do outside
Oh, yeah.
the car, but you still like something you pull up and think, man, that is one heck of a looking vehicle.
Yep.
But a lot of now is where you tweak it is the color of the cars. I think it makes the tweak, makes it look, makes it stand out. I just bought my wife a red vehicle, and I just love red.
Yeah.
It just got some style to it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And but everybody wants style, but a lot of colors don't do style. They just don't bring the highlights out of a car, I call.
Yeah.
So, but the market's always changing. You just never know. And cars have been kind of fading out. They're still making the Mustangs. They quit making the Camaros. The Mustang, I think, is a really sharp looking car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the Toyota Camrys, they're still making the Camrys and cars like that. Nissan Altimas, but GM doesn't really have a car to, really to speak about hardly.
Like a cool.
Yeah.
What are you seeing on the trend of electric versus hybrid versus gas and all that stuff?
Electric is very, very, very expensive. I'm not sold on.
How close are we to going to all electric? What do you think?
We're a few years away. I think it's a thing of the future. Once they start making batteries to go up to 1,000 miles,
Yeah, I mean,
then I think
if you're trying to get to Myrtle Beach and you got to stop, 4 times to plug your car in, I'm sorry, but that's just not
I saw
practical.
I was watching 60 Minutes. I haven't watched 60 Minutes forever. Seriously. And that's really a good show.
Yeah.
One night we stayed home, and I don't know why, but 60 Minutes came on, and they had something about China. So I listened to it, and they got something really pretty cool. They make their own cars over there. I don't know what the name of this brand was, but this is their one electric vehicle will go over 600 miles. Will do farther than what the Tesla does, but they have then you got to plug it in someplace to charge it. But this is what they've done. They've made it so you go into a station and they will change your battery out for another battery. You pull in.
Okay.
It has this thing down. It pops the battery out, takes the battery out, puts the new battery in, and you're off to the.
So just a battery exchange.
Yeah.
So it's like filling up with gas, but you're just changing your battery.
China's got it going on.
They're
that
so
one.
smart.
Seriously, I mean, I saw that. I thought, wow. Now,
That is so cool.
you know, if they can start doing that around here in the United States with electric cars, that will
Then we're talking.
definitely people do that. If you know, hey, I can at least make it to Charleston, South Carolina by a certain time, and then change my battery, go another 600. But as far as somebody to stop,
Plug your car in.
plug in your car and wait for
45
an hour,
minutes.
wait for an hour, and to think of it is, if they got a lot of them, think how many. You know, you go into a gas station, sometimes 6 pumps, they're all full.
Yeah.
Mostly if you're going south on vacation.
So is everybody else.
Yeah, so what do you think they're going to be there on a battery? Ain't no battery. But I think we're still I think it's a great idea, but I think it's going to take some time.
What do you think? I mean,
I still like the hybrid.
That's what I was going to ask you. So hybrids make more sense to me.
Yeah, you take
like the
gas
Prius.
Yeah, the Prius or some of the other vehicles that run still off gas.
They do
and
both.
Yeah, they do both. Those I think are fantastic. You can still save a lot of mileage on your car as far as gas mileage, and you don't have to stop and charge. Now, there are some of those that you can, I understand that you can plug them in. But then, you know, if you got to have a plug-in at your house, that ain't cheap.
No, that's definitely not cheap.
That's not cheap. I don't know what the cost is, but it is a big expense. You know, I don't think we'll see a lot of it in our lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think as we get on,
Interesting.
maybe another 50 years, and where technology gets better and better and better, and I hate this because, you know, gas engines, I love to hear the thunder and the revving and all that.
Yeah.
Electric's faster than a gas engine from start to go, but it's the sound.
They're
it's
quiet.
The thunder, the smell of the fuel and all that. But, you know, there's a lot of cool cars being made right now. Electric cars are faster than hell.
That Mustang is.
Yeah.
They make that electric Mustang. It's
They make
crazy.
electric Mustang and Dodge Chargers. Dodge coming out with the Charger with electric, and it's supposed to be badass. So, I mean, as far as if you like power from start to finish, perfect, fast. Tesla's another one.
Mm-hmm.
They're fast. But, you know, Tesla's to me, it's a
I don't know that I'm sold on
boring.
that. Yeah, I don't know that
boring.
I'm sold on that whole situation. I know people that have them and aren't all that
Well,
impressed with them.
somebody told me they rented an electric car somewhere out west, and anyway, they were on vacation. They rented one, and then they had to use it was hot, and you had to use the AC, and the AC does one thing, drains the battery, and next thing you know, they had to find a place to charge, and they could not find anything close. They finally found a hotel. It had a charger. They went in and said, "Hey, can I hook up? I'll be willing to pay for it." They said, "Well, you have to have a room here to use it." I don't know. They worked out some kind of deal where they could charge the car. So that puts me in the positive that I don't want that.
No, thank you.
You know, if you're a person like drives to Columbus every day or Chillicothe back and forth every day, does a lot of driving, I think a hybrid's the best way to go for right now.
Agreed.
Now, if you're just in town, you're going to Chillicothe and back, probably an electric car be okay. But other than that, I'm still gas burning.
Yep. We're just old. That's all.
Old style.
We're just old.
Old style.
Well, awesome. Well, we have like a minute left. So is there anything else you wanted to chat about?
Real quick, look for the Qantas. They're doing their Easter egg, getting ready for the Easter egg hunt here shortly in the park.
That'll be fun.
And of course, the beautiful flowers. I hope they're going to be doing that again. The Judy Project, I call it.
Judy Project.
So,
I love that.
Little plug for my friendly Quanians out there. So they're working hard. I'd like to say I take credit. I haven't been able to help them out any, but they usually do the Easter eggs, and I'm usually bowling or doing something stupid.
No, that's awesome.
But look for that here in the future. And hey, it's always great to have to come back and chat again.
Well, you know you're welcome anytime. We love having you here, and we love talking with you, and it's always a pleasure.
I love the new digs, man. That new digs in this place is
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice, isn't it?
Oh, your dad would be proud looking this place over here, wouldn't he?
Very, very good. So, all right. Well, Mark Carmen, thank you so much for stopping in. See them at carmenjuicecars.com or just stop out, check out the lot. Don't forget about the service department as well.
Yep.
For all of your
Monday
needs
through
there.
Friday on that, 9 till 4, and on the service. And give us a call, 286-0715, and either my son Chris Carmen or Scott Sheets will be happy to help you out, show you a car,
That's right.
and get you in the car of the future that you want.
Or if you're lucky enough,
You can deal with me.
this fella right here.
I'm never there, but
Tell him you want the Main Street TV price.
yeah, there you go. Hey, by the way, what
No.
hey,
No.
look for the Carmen special. I've thought about that. I didn't have enough time to do that, but next time you and I are going to talk, I won't do it today. It's a joke between us.
Inside joke. We're gonna get each other in all kind of trouble. All right. Well, have a great day, everyone. Don't forget, I want to thank the kids from the SpongeBob Musical from JHS for coming in today and entertaining us as well. That musical will be this weekend, so make plans to attend 7:00 Friday, Saturday, and what was it, Hayden? 2 or 3 on Sunday? I believe it was 2. 2. Okay. All right. There you go. All right. Well, have a great day.
Hey, thanks you too. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And we'll be right back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.